What's happening, YouTube? It's Simon466cards, and as promised in my previous video, today we're going to go over the 3 reasons why I hate 2024 Panini WNBA Rookie Royalty. As you probably know, this was a high-end WNBA product by Panini to capitalize on Caitlin Clark's popularity. But I cannot stress this enough, I hate just about every way that Panini rolled this product out and how they designed it. So let's just jump right into it. Reason number 1, this product wasn't announced until after a bunch of big one-of-one Caitlin Clark rookie cards sold at auction. You can see that almost all the sales over 100K were in 2025. If we go to market movers here, you can see I've just searched for Caitlin Clark and sorted by price. You can see there's one sold at Golden in March of 2025. It's a Panini Prism 1-of-1 gold vinyl. Another one sold in June of 2025 for 274K. That's the Black Finite. 244K in April. That's another Prism 1-of-1. Here's a Select 1-of-1, 234K in December 2024, so close to 2025. Another card that's June of 2025. This is another Prism 1-of-1. Here is a White Sparkle 1-of-1 in May of 2025 for 156, 122. Here's another Prism White Sparkle 1-of-1. This is June 1st. You can see here there's another one, 105K. Select 1-of-1 from February, so on and so forth, all the way down here. And I want to remind you that these are 2024 rookie cards of Caitlin Clark, not 2025, 2024. Anyone bidding on any one of these, a Prism Gold Vinyl 1-of-1 autograph or a black Prism here, they would have thought if they are bidding on this in June or April or was the May one? May of 2025, they would have reasonably thought to themselves, again, keep in mind, Caitlin Clark's rookie year is 2024. Panini is not going to make any more 2024 Caitlin Clark high-end rookie cards because, again, it's April, May, June of 2025. They're not going to make a 1-of-1 logo auto or even a 1-of-1 on-card auto because that would have been announced by now. It's April, May, June of 2025. So then these people are probably thinking these will be her best cards. These, even if they're sticker autos, right? These gold vinyl Prism 1-of-1s, these other 1-of-1s from Prism. And so, as a result of that logic, the sales you see on your screen are based on the very valid but incorrect idea that these cards would be Caitlin Clark's best cards, and that there would be very few of them, right? You can see here, I've counted, there's 10 cards that sold for 100K. Almost all of them that are autographs, or almost all of them are autographs, and all of those autographs are sticker autos. And then Panini announced these rookie royalty cards that dethrones most of these cards as the best Caitlin Clark cards, other than maybe this Black Finite 1-of-1. I promise you that someone who bid or won any of these Prism or Select 1-of-1 autos that are sticker autos, just to be clear, that's a sticker. Okay, this is a sticker. You can see there. They're all stickers. Just trust me on that one. I promise you, anybody who bid or won any of these Prism or Select 1-of-1 autos that are sticker autos would have wanted to know that there were going to be 14, and yes, that is the correct number, 14 1-of-1 on-card Caitlin Clark autos coming down the pipeline in this rookie royalty product, or that there would be 3 1-of-1 WNBA logo on-card autos, like basically the WNBA's version of a logo man. And you're probably asking yourself, why would Panini do this? Why would they make this rookie royalty set that nobody was expecting? They had not announced it. And basically shafting over all the people who brought these cards that you see on your screen thinking that they were her best cards. And the answer is these high-end sales, these cards that sold for over $100,000, they've been artificially inflated by the false idea that there were going to be a very limited number of high-end 1-of-1 Caitlin Clark cards. Now these sales are going to be used as comps for all of these new 1-of-1s coming out of rookie royalty. And because people are going to say to themselves, this sticker auto sold for, 366K, 244K, 234K. So then how much is an on-card 1/1 auto worth? How much is an on-card WNBA logo auto worth? That's a 1/1. Logic dictates that it should be equal or most likely higher. But the thing is, these comps you see on your screen were made under the false pretenses that I just talked about, right? They were made on the assumption that these were the only cards. This was going to be it in terms of the high end. And so I may be so bold as to say these comps and the high-end Caitlin Clark market have been manipulated by Panini because these comps will be used to drive up the price of the rookie royalty boxes, which holds all of these additional new 1/1s that nobody was expecting that are better, for lack of a better word, than the ones you see on the screen because they're on card. Some of them have patches, some of them are logo men, and that is only possible because Panini sold them at reverse Dutch auction, the rookie royalty, so that they can milk every last dollar rather than just sell those rookie royalty boxes at a fixed price like they do for most boxes, right? That is how they're doing this. And if you don't believe me, ask yourself this question. For a high-end product like this that focuses so heavily on a hobby darling like Caitlin Clark, why did they give everyone all of 4 days notice that the boxes were dropping? Seriously, look at the Instagram post by Panini that I was showing at the beginning of the video here. You can see this video is on June 26th. And what does it say? On June 26th, introducing the Panini 2024 WNBA Rookie Royalty Collection featuring autographs of Caitlin Clark. And when does it drop? Available June 30th. You're telling me on June 26th that I have to get ready to buy these boxes the morning of June 30th. Why are you only giving me 4 days notice? Wouldn't you want to milk this for publicity and get more hobby awareness? Why would you do this? These cards must have been in the works for months and months to get them signed by Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, to produce them, to put patches in, all that kind of stuff. Why wait till 4 days before to announce it? And to me, the reason is obvious. Because they wanted all of these high-end auctions, like these ones, including the ones happening in mid-June, right? That's why you're announcing these on June 26th. You're waiting for these June 14th auctions to end so that those set the mark. Those have to close on June 1st. So without knowing that there were going to be much more supply of high-end Caitlin Clarks coming to drive up the price of both these comps and also to drive up the price of the rookie royalty boxes at the reverse Dutch auction. Lots of people talk about fake comps and market manipulation in the hobby. I'd argue that based off of what I'm showing you here that relates to WNBA rookie royalty, Panini is the hobby's biggest card market manipulator because I feel like they have manipulated the heck out of the high-end Caitlin Clark market with this rookie royalty product and the fact that they waited to drop it well after anybody would have expected reasonably for it to have arrived. So that's reason number one. I can't emphasize how much I think this is so shady. Reason number two, none of these patches are game used or even player worn. I had already assumed that they weren't going to be, but this has been confirmed. If you look at this Angel Reese card from Rookie Royalty, this is an Immaculate card. We scroll in the back here. What do we see? Not associated with any specific player, game, or event. Lasai. I wish I could say I was surprised, but I'm not surprised. It is, oh man, like it's classic Panini, right? And so you want to know why I knew this was going to happen? I want you to look at the product description of Panini Rookie Royalty when it rolled out here. This is on Beckett's website. It says, one will be a Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese hard-signed autograph. And then they talk about the Downtown Orchid Booms. If these cards were game used, Panini would have put that in this description. And if you don't believe me, I want you to check out the description for Flawless NBA Basketball. This is from 2023. All memorabilia cards in the product are game used swatches. This sets it apart from the other super premium products like Natural Treasures that use at least some player worn pieces. That makes Flawless one of the only places to have rookie gear used in games from their first seasons. And I mean, the name of this is Rookie Royalty. So if they had done this, they would have put it in the description. Look at Panini just bragging up a storm about Flawless and how they have rookie patches, right? None of that was in this description. So that's how I knew they weren't going to be game worn. And that's reason number two. They couldn't bother to put actual game worn or even player worn patches into this thing, even though it's supposed to be this high end product. But that's reason number two. Reason number three. Panini has given no effort to WNBA products up until this year because, frankly, nobody's cared about WNBA cards. It has not been a popular product, probably not exactly a big money maker for them. They got the license for WNBA in 2019. Here is the first product that they have from, this is from tcdb.com. They launched one set. It was 2019 Donruss WNBA. And since then, as far as I can tell, every single last autograph card has been a sticker auto, and every single last patch card has not been game worn or player worn. It is one of those not associated with any player, game, or event. You do not believe me? Just look up these searches on eBay. I've searched for 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, WNBA, auto or autograph, and then I removed out the royalties. Look at this. Sticker. That's a sticker. If you don't believe me, let me zoom in on you. There, sticker. Keep going. That's a sticker. That looks like it's real. It could be on card. No, that's a sticker. And you could go all the way down the line here. Here it is. Sticker. That's a sticker. That's a sticker. Like, these are all stickers. And even this, that's a sticker. Like, this one actually sort of looked like it wasn't a sticker. Oh no, it's a sticker. And if we go to patches, like, I could pick anyone here. Anyone. I'm just going to pick one at random. 2024, and you can see I've not opened this before. 2024 here and 2023 here. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Is not associated with any specific blah, 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 blah. And then if we go to this one, Courtney Vandersloot is not associated with any specific player, game, or event. This is true of every single last autograph. It is a sticker auto. And every single last patch, they are non-player worn, non-game worn, non-nothing. They have nothing to do with the player in any way, shape, or form. And so this set, Rookie Royalty, this was the first time they were going to launch a high-end product with on-card autos. And the one question that I've heard asked repeatedly in the last couple of weeks when this product was announced is, why did Panini launch this high-end product as Rookie Royalty, with this design, instead of a normal classic National Treasures or Flawless product? I think there are two answers to this question, and both are almost painfully obvious once you think about it. The first reason is that Panini pays WNBA players to sign a bunch of stickers, because I just showed you all of their cards are sticker autos. If they had to do on-card autos with a bunch of WNBA players, they would have to create brand new contracts and pay more money to the players, because their existing contract is clearly just stickers only. You sit down, you sign them once, and then you're done. They don't want to do that. That's the first reason. They just don't want to create a bunch of new contracts and pay a bunch of money that they don't have to pay currently. The second reason is that Panini just doesn't want to put in the effort of creating a whole new logistical plan to get on-card autos from WNBA players. You know how I know this? Because they didn't even bother to use game use patches on these cards. They don't care, and they want to do the bare minimum with their cards. And that's how you end up with a product like this, where you have two players signing cards instead of a bunch of WNBA players, right? It's just easier to sign two athletes and to use patches from Dick's Sporting Goods rather than from something that the player's actually worn. And this is for the WNBA, a league that they should actually care about, since they haven't lost the licenses yet, unlike the NBA and the NFL. So to wrap this all up, Panini sucks. Panini sucks hard, like real hard. I know a lot of people have a lot of reservations about Fanatics and Topps, and there is merit to some of those concerns, but they're still going to be way better than this Panini nonsense, this Panini BS. Like, good riddance to these guys when their licenses end in the NBA and the NFL is all I can say. Because they just don't care. Even for products like this, for a league that they have license to and have not lost it yet to Fanatics, They should care, and they still do stuff like this. That's it. That's a video. A bit of a rant, but I mean, Panini is just shady and a bad company. Let me know in the comment section what you think down below. Thank you, as always, for listening and watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.